My name's Jamie Glanz. My son's name is Bryce Glanz, and we've been with G-Force. He just completed his first year with G-Force. So he's really enjoyed his time with G-Force. I've seen a lot of personal growth, both academically and definitely from a skill set in his hockey career. So it was a really great experience for us. He was able to take away those things that maybe over the weekend or over a tournament he wasn't exactly thrilled with, and then go to school the next day and actually work with the skills team there to kind of improve or create some new opportunities in that area. So as a parent, while you always want to hear the academics is the favorite, the reality of it is for him, I think a lot of it was being able to hone in on his skills and really work on those things that he felt he needed support with. Definitely, I would say, and I know this probably sounds interesting when you're talking about school, but emotional intelligence for him. He went from having teachers kind of tell him when to do things and when things were due and having to catch up to actually having to take ownership of his own day and figure out how he was going to get the work done based on his upcoming schedule. They also provided him the opportunity to deal with a sports psychologist. So he had somebody guiding him, not to do the tasks or to do different things he needed to do to maintain his performance and stay balanced, but actually somebody giving him the insight on how to do it on his own. He went from not being a great student to actually improving and being an honor roll student. I also saw a great bit of growth in his hockey performance, and he went from playing on the third or fourth line to being the top line on his team. It's just candidly, I went into this not a fan. I have 4 kids. My other 3 kids went to traditional schools, and I was very passionate about having them in this traditional school format. And what I found with Bryce, and the reason I let him try G-Force, is that traditional school format for a kid playing at a high level of any type of athletics, it's hard to balance. And he was always behind the 8 ball, always catching up. And it just really kind of created this ripple effect of him struggling in school. And so transitioning him over to G-Force, and like I said, having that kind of emotional intelligence and just being able to figure things out, he then started to be able to work ahead of time. On those classes where he was struggling to keep up, the teachers would meet with him one-on-one weekly and help him kind of organize his day on how it would work for him. But I definitely think it was the ability to not always being behind and to be able to kind of manage his day and be proactive. The other thing I saw with G-Force, which some of the other online schools we had looked at just didn't offer, both the classroom teachings, like where it's virtual classrooms, and then also the one-on-one support at G-Force is kind of next level. There's tutors available at the school, and then the academic platform also provides tutors. I couldn't have been more pleased with a platform, and I think that's why his academics improved the way they did. Strength and endurance, I've seen both of those. I've also seen him really be more aware of his eating habits and, making sure he's eating a balanced diet, getting good sleep. So some of those kind of secondary things that improve your game, I've seen him start to focus on. But the best example I have is the coach asked him to start playing center, and he had been a winger for quite a while. And he was having a hard time winning. I think when they dropped it and he was on his right side, he was having a hard time winning those battles. And he specifically went in and said, I need some help in this area. And the skills coach gave him the help. And then he started winning more and more of the draws. And I can't imagine that he would be where he's at now if he hadn't spent the year focusing the way he did. So very proud of him and very grateful for the opportunity at the school.